Despite the growing needs of the affected population, the ongoing armed conflicts in the northwest and southwest regions of Cameroon, dubbed Anglophone crisis, remains one of the main talks of the day in the aforementioned regions. However, the humanitarian situation in Ancilla Complex Bali and its neighborhood request urgent requirements for protection, mental health support, shelter, and above all, education.
They be burn my house for 2017. I know if you know the raid date. They be burn the house, I run go for bush. The difficulty what they go through now say zinc over there, cement over there, all things there. So even for just rehabilitate the house how we una see am so, it be very difficult for me.
Yes, also then also.
They for Western, Bali
Okay.
Western.
Yes, behind you this is a house they will be partially collapsed, partially burnt. If you tell me why the house is there like that?
It will be born, then this side collapse. I just the inside the manage too.
Okay.
Yes, we're picking them.
It be born when?
2017.
So from that time can reach now, how you don't just cope with life?
We won't stay for bush for a long time, stay with kidney for bush. Then finally, I will play some corner, so I will the class with the hammer, play some corner, so we come in and then can start manage back for inside.
That house behind you, now get that house.
Now me I get this house where it don't be burnt.
Okay, then born on which year?
2017.
2017. So since we bought the house, how you don't cope with life?
Well, the only big place is stay for the moment.
My name is Babila.
Babila, how for you?
I did.
What are your papa there?
Don't die.
What are your mommy?
In the church.
And now which house are for your back?
Our house.
So what will be happen with the house?
We born up.
The month which year?
2018.
2018. So since they bought the house, how now the cope with life?
Life be very hard for me.
Okay.
Yes, nothing happens. Manage nearly one road stay for inside.
Okay. And your papa died now when?
My papa died for 2017.
In response to the said crisis, the management of Ancilla Kali College Bali Nyonga in Mezam Division, Northwest Region, now known as Ancilla Complex Bali, is focusing on the amelioration of education in Bali, one of the most affected areas of the crisis. Being present in the community herself, the principal of Ancilla Complex Bali took off time to go around and see the damaged properties. She met some of the victims of the crisis in Bali. She listened attentively to their terrible stories and showed empathy.
I was not even available. By then, when they were burning my house, we were in a bush for almost three weeks and some few days.
When was that? Which year?
10 February 2019. For the destruction, what I lose inside, I cannot overcome. But I'm just pleading for help, just that the house should be constructed because the destruction inside was too much.
What was the content of the house?
We had a set of dining table,
Okay.
television. There are more, even the certificate of my children. But even my own documents were burned.
After meeting some of the said victims, the school administration of Ancilla Complex Bali is strongly appealing that people of goodwill should support them and their semi-urban community and provide rehabilitation to Ancilla Complex Bali and its environs. The victims of the crisis, together with the administration of Ancilla Complex Bali, are depending much on the global community, generous church groups and associations, generous foundations, families and individuals to rally their support and serve as a beacon of hope in this crisis. It is the conviction of these victims that any support will make a difference in their lives and will make Ancilla Complex Bali and its community a new era. Therefore, by picking a serious interest in this deplorable condition, you will be making Ancilla Complex Bali, which is the most dependable school in Bali, regain its lost glory. Your support to revamp the school and the community will go a long way to help the education of the children of Bali community and beyond. It will improve the lives of individuals and families and contribute to the overall development of Bali as a whole.
I'm Sister Rosemary Ara, a member of the Handmaids of the Holy Child Jesus, and I'm the principal of Ancilla Catholic Comprehensive College and also overseeing the Ancilla Nursery Primary School in Wosing, Bali.
Yes, sister, looking at the consequences of the ongoing armed conflict in the northwest region in Bali, precisely where Ancilla Complex is situated, from every indication, this Anglophone crisis has affected your institution in so many ways. Can you testify that?
Yes, it has affected the institution in so many ways because in 2019, we had to close down the school for security reasons when the village was burnt down, and the sisters have to relocate to Bamenda. And attempts were made in 2020 to open the school. It was not possible. Then in 2020, 2021, 2022, we had a few students in the secondary school, about 14 students, all day students. So when the sisters came back, the whole place was ransacked. Many things were stolen from the school. Basically, every door was broken into, and any good thing that they saw, they made away with it.
Yes, sister, going around within the community where Ancilla Complex is found, we noticed so many houses were burnt down. Most parents alongside their children have relocated. Some are trying to reconstruct. Would you say the reconstructions of these houses and the coming back of these parents and their children will bring back the enrollment and the activities of Ancilla as at the beginning?
That is our hope, but we know it's going to take a very long process. And since most of the people in that community are farmers, they struggle to have a roof over their head, and that cost them a lot, and it took so many years. So for them to rebuild their lives and be able to pay the tuition for their children is a whole lot of challenge. So we have most of our children, all of them come from that community. I term it, we are dealing with broken lives. As long as their houses they were burnt and they saw that and they had to live in the bushes for a very long time, it all impacts everything that has to happen in that community. So it's going to take us a long time to be able to get back to the enrollment that we desire, and also the ability to get the parents to pay the fees.
And what is the appeal to the powers that be and to people of goodwill at this moment?
I have really been appealing for people to support the community as well as support the school. And for children who come from that type of environment, there are many factors that affect them. From psychological to emotional to physical, even the ability to focus and study is very difficult. And the parents, it's difficult for them to pay the fees. I think this is the third year we have operated, and we have not collected even up to half of the fees for each school year. So if we are appealing to people, is for people to opt to sponsor children in our school, and also to support us in the reconstruction and renovation and rebuilding of Ancilla, because a lot was destroyed. And since the place laid fallow for, especially the dormitories have not been open, it's about 5 years now. So it is going to need a lot of support. We need a lot of support to renovate the dormitories, then also support for the running of the school, for us to be able to pay the teachers and also have scholarship for students.
Yes, sister, we are coming to an end of the 2023-2024 academic year, and we are about to begin the 2024-2025 academic year. What is a message, certainly that of hope, to the community of Wosin and those who still have question mark about Ancilla complex, as we call it?
Well, we are a sign of hope for the people in the community, and since we came back, there has been a little bit of stability, and we encountered children who had not been in school for all the time we're away, and they only came back to start school again when we came back. So we believe that we are a sign of hope for the community, and if we are not there, it is going to add to the problems of that community. So we just believe that through us, life can come back, and through the appeals we are making to people, we can have people who are really interested to partner with us to rebuild that community and rebuild the school.
And somebody watching at you now who may want to come in as a good Samaritan, as a benefactor, how can that person reach to you?
Presently, you can get to me on my phone directly, or to email me. It's simple, Ancilla School Bali @gmail.com, and my phone number is 650972693.
Yes, sister, you are one of the longest serving principal of Ancilla complex, call it, and recently we made to understand that this college now has an ex-student association, call it Ancilla, Ancilla Ex-Student Association. With the creation of this association, what is your appreciation?
My appreciation is that it shows the work we have been doing for some years is paying off, because when children pass through a school and come back to tell you thank you, it means that they benefited from the system. So we believe that we are doing just the work that our foundress invites us to do, to teach children, to take care of the vulnerable, and to empower young people, especially the girls.
And we can't talk about an ex-student association without expecting from them. What do you really expect from this association, given that they are known as a baby association for now?
We are not looking at how much they can do. We are looking at the fact that they understand that anybody who benefits from something gives back. So the fact that they understand that there is something like giving back for what you have received, and they are committed, no matter how little, to the fact that they have decided to come together. Most of them are university students. They have decided to form their association and work according to their means. So we appreciate whatever they are able to do.
Yes, sister, before anybody coming in with a contribution to see that you ameliorate your situation, what is the congregation of the handmaids doing at local level to see that they ameliorate the current situation of Ancilla?
Well, the fact is that the congregation has been sustaining us. For us to keep that place is not the school fee that is paid. It is the responsibility of the congregation to keep the place. We have kept the place open, and I can say we are working without being paid, in the sense that the children cannot pay us for the work we are doing, because most of them are not completing their fees. So even if we are to give salaries to people, we cannot give them the salaries that they deserve. So the congregation steps in to make up for that.
All in all, what type of collaboration are you expecting from the population of Wosin and beyond for an effective functioning of Ancilla come 2024-2025 school year?
For the parents of Wosin, we are inviting them to collaborate with us and make sure that they send their children to school and do their part to pay the contribution that they are supposed to pay. And if they have a difficulty, we need to sit together and talk on how we can work together, because we work with people one-on-one, and depending on their situation, some we have to make a payment plan for the fees of the children and spread it all throughout the year. Some we buy from them, we buy their products to use in school so that they can equally have a means of some funds that they can also pay their children's fees and buy their books. So we support them and they support us by sending their children to school.
I'm tempted to ask once more, what are the specific items or things that Ancilla needs presently, the urgent one, ahead of the school year?
Well, we need people to support us with the renovation, and in renovating the dormitories we need cement, we need plywood, we need stones, we need sand, we need timber, and we also need rods for the security we want to put around the dormitories, so that nobody gets into the dormitories just anyhow. We prefer that whoever is trying to support a child should think about the textbooks, the exercise books, the daily wear, because some of them don't have good dresses coming to school. They're not wearing uniforms, so some of them come shabbily. Then feeding of the children in school, that is one thing we want to do next year. Then also to pay the fees, which is about 35,000 for a child.
While hoping that the ongoing armed conflict, which has caused so much damage on the education of the children in Bali and the future of the Northwest region as a whole, may come to its end, it is the victims' prayer that the corridors to peace may soon be found to build the future of the entire Ancilla complex Bali and its neighborhoods.